one keyword I would like everyone to get my
A much more comprehensive model of solution challenges that will bring companies, innovators together.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for participating in the first mentoring session info seminar of Kambria Starter Program I. As you see in the trailer video shown earlier, with Kambria Starter Program I, we would like to bring together companies and innovators to develop deep tech solutions, starting with solution challenges on Kambria platform. Now, please join me to welcome MetavisLab, our challenge sponsors. About the MetavisLab challenge, our Judges-cum-mentors, Mr. Ronald, CEO and founder of Metavis.
Cool. Excellent, sir. It's my pleasure to be here, and I hope everyone hear me clearly.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you so
yes,
much.
yes. It's my honor to be here, and I hope everyone's doing great. Yes, my schedule has been a little bit hectic, but my always honor to work with you guys, and I hope that we can provide some opportunities for your not only for your hackathon, but for longer term business moving forward. Now I hope to bring your real product, your real MVP to the next level. That is something we always look at, and on top of my head, I wish everyone's be successful and learn as much as possible during this hackathon program and an upcoming program with Kambria or whichever organization we are moving forward. Let me do a screen share and share with you what is all about this program. Just give me 1 second so I can do a screen share. Okay, give me 1 moment, please. Let me see where am I going to do the screen share right now. Share. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so okay, MetavisLab basically is we run a kind of venture builders programs and try to help different metaverse related projects to accelerate the business. And we also having our own blockchain protocol that help different business for fundraise, for tokenomics designs, and as well as helping the company go to market strategy in the global market. And that's basically, and we help to connect with different venture funds, crypto funds around the world. So when we talk about the Metavis challenge, there are a couple of challenges I'm sure you can figure out in the Kambria website. Number 2 topic is about nature conservation, and number 2 is about virtual tourism. And I'm sure you can find more detail in the website. So I don't want to go deep into detail yet. Maybe you can figure out more. But on the high level, we try to how are you going to use like AR/VR experience, try to raise some awareness, help with the nature conservation, and encourage people to act responsibly. Right. The number 2 is about virtual tourism, and the world's going to metaverse. Right. So how are you going to build a interconnected world between the physical one and the virtual one? So you can help to create kind of a virtual experience for a lot of different people, and build kind of like a virtual destinations on those on those popular cities, mountains, natures, and things like that, to offer kind of one-stop solution for desirable experience. And how are you going to like connect them and make them feel like real one in the real world, right? So that is kind of topic we are creating. So, during the program, I'm sure you talk about, I think you can find out more in the site as well. So the team, you guys are going to team up a team and try to think more about the futuristic applications related to Metaverse, where you can allow users to virtually experience, different types of nature settings, showcasing different kinds of climate change, forestry, wildlife, and freshwater supply. Right. And the experience is basically, should revolve around the situation where you can help raise awareness by showcasing the causes that lead to the detrimental consequences, right? And the later part of the experience should focus a lot on the action-driven approach in the virtual setting, where people can initiate action of volunteer. So this is more toward like an AR/VR experience, where you can raise awareness, where you can take some action, right? Create different types of cause and consequences, and from there you can take different types of encourage and educate people to take initiate action, and do more toward the volunteer work. The subtopic number 2 is about how you're going to build like a virtual tourism application, right? You offer an ideal virtual tourism experience with the top 20 different tourist destination to the community to help them navigate or interact with different surroundings. For example, right now you can see in the crypto world, in the Metaverse application, a lot of people are trying to build a virtual island. For example, we're having some inquiry of how people build a virtual Bahamas island, a virtual Singapore island, a virtual kind of tax haven cities, because you can see in in the coming trend, right? A lot of Web3 fund, venture fund, they're going to move to this tax haven island. Web2 Silicon Valley going to be in the USA, but Web3 Silicon Valley going to be based on, let's say on the Bahamas, on Puerto Rico, on the Malta Island and the British Virgin Islands or similar, right? So this is hot topic, and I'm sure a lot of guys may want to discover how you're going to build like a virtual tourism industry. How you're going to build a virtual beach, a destination type-based tourism like beaches. It can be like beaches, mountains, urban area, culture, or heritage. Like each location shall offer like kind of an experience in different weather conditions and a diverse range of interactive features, including not limited to those like walking, driving, shopping, hiking, diving, and things like that. So the topic is wide, and we want to remain creative for everyone to join, right? So you can openly have different types of idea how you build your virtual futuristic island, for example, right? So that is something we require. And deliverables and the milestones, basically the first phase, we want you to see like what kind of problem you're solving. End of the day is going down to like, what's your unique selling point, right? What's your team right now, right? So I believe when you think of the team, you should have people who do 3D, who do maybe who do virtual like Unity developers, or some kind of like know somehow in the blockchain, right? And coming out with different types of minimal viable products, right? With some kind of quick working function, maybe something simple, but make people think that, okay, this is something hugely potential. This is something feasible, right? So it's all about architecture. It's all about initial design. You can come up with some kind of mock-up wireframe and with some kind of functional flow. So that's very much the first phase. The second phase is like you're going to take some advice from the mentors, including us. The team can implement the solution to create the best result of the application. So, probably maybe after several weeks before the final presentation, the team probably you're going to submit the source code or a guide to set up your application where we can play around with the demo, right? Something simple, but working and potentially grow. So from there, with the demos video with the demo product, I think you're gonna have we're gonna be very bright and confident with your application, with your solution, right? So I hope that is something you can bring to the demo day. So before the demo day, probably you guys may work closely together. I'm happy to help you and happy to have a team whenever you guys need. I'm sure Kambria is very strategic in this, and they're gonna help you out as much as they can, right? So that is something we expect. So criteria is, in terms of knowledge, it's about challenging, understanding how well the team, right? This is like, overview of the pain point. I think I already mentioned, but technology wise, like end of the day is based on, try to see your business problem solving, what types of problem you're solving, right? So this is open topic. So I'm sure you can think of different types of creative solution, right? And also have some thought process about technical feasibility, right? See how potential when you apply it to blockchain, why cryptocurrency, right? Why metaverse related to cryptocurrency and things like that. So I'm sure this is going to be a very good kind of assessment criteria for everyone to have a look. Thank you. And that's very much. And, feel free to ask me any question. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ronald, for introducing the challenge from MetavisLab. Okay, and now I would like to welcome Ms. Kelsie Nguyen. Please share the methodologies and approaches for MetavisLab challenge to support teams in finding the best solutions. Okay, hello, Ms. Kelsie Nguyen.
Hi. So glad to to see everyone here. As for the approach to the challenge, we would like to like what Ronald just shared, right? We always want to start with a deep understanding first of the problem. So the first step is always to really define what sort of problem or what is the part of the problem that you want to solve and for whom. It seems simple, but it's actually not that easy, right? You really need to clearly understand who you are trying to build the solution for. Are you trying to build this solution for, like an airline, right? Or, a conservatory, a government agency. So kind of have in mind what sort of user persona you're trying to kind of observe. And then also because of the limitation of the time frame, right? It's really important to really kind of pick your battle or choose a kind of a segment of the problem that you think you could actually create a proof of concepts for. So those are the two things that I guess would be kind of important to to get a clear idea on. And then definitely, like what Ronald just mentioned before, the ideas and the innovations and the creativity. After you have already kind of identify a very clear idea of the customer's type, try to empathize with their problem and come up with a good definition of what problems you want to solve. Then you come to the ideation of coming up with solutions, right? Then doing this kind of prototyping, and then getting quick feedback from your customers' group. So that's where you come up with the proof of concepts and the demo presentation. So this is sort of a standard process of design thinking. So if you, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people here are already very familiar with a design thinking approach, or, like human-centered kind of problem solving. If not, then I think you may want to actually check it out and try to see whether you can incorporate it within the approach in the process during this challenge. And definitely, I really look forward to, you guys checking in with us and involving us throughout this process, because we really love to collaborate with you too. So checking in with us and, like if you have any problems or questions that we could help clarify, definitely please reach out. And then, so I guess communication would also be key to how Metavis would like to, to see the teams working on this challenge. That's for now. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Kelsie Nguyen, for sharing. And now, before we move to our next session, for our teams that are joining the MetavisLab challenge, do you have any concerns or any questions? So you can raise your hands or post your questions in the chat box. Thank you.
Yes, I think feel free to ask any question. I think we're here to be open and help you guys as much as possible. Building out something in some ways tough. Feel free to ask any question. All questions are good, so don't be shy.
Hello.
Oh yeah, hello.
I have a questions about developing the metaverse applications. In the previous presentations, I have heard that they can be programmed with Unity. So is there the only way? So is there any another options or some new technology that we have never heard about? So can you recommend some technology that can be used to developing metaverse applications?
Basically, we open for any kinds of metaverse applications. I'm sure we are not the AI/VR expert over here, right? We are here to give you a challenge. we open for any kind of innovative models. We know that Unity is kind of like a very common framework for everyone who want to build different types of metaverse application. But again, it's entirely up to you. It's we have no comment on that. As long as for us, we want to see something working. We want something real and add value to the market. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. And feel free to ask for the next one. Yeah.
Yes, you answered my questions. Thank you very much.
A pleasure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. And we also noted a question from Patrick. He asked about could you guys please share more about natural conservation challenge? Okay, so please, yes, please help him to answer this question.
Right. Basically, when we give you a topic, it's very much open topic, right? And I want you to think and do what you want, because at the end of the day, it's you guys as a builder. So it's entirely up to you on how you interpret the nature conservation. For us, it's about the animal danger. It's about the how to take care of the environment. These air pollutions. It can be like a lot of trash throwing on the oceans, and it kill a lot of kind of like seafood or sea fish and all kinds of whales and all this. So again, it's a nature conservation. It's very kind of big topic. So we want you to think on what you want to build. Right. For us, we can tell you thousands of different types of topic. It can be like you create an educational program to help kids, learn how to protect the wild animal, for example, right? Or you can create kind of a virtual museums that help educate people why we need to create a balance between worldwide life and the human life, for example. So again, it's open, right? So we welcome for any kind of sort of creativity. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, just to add to what Ronald just mentioned. So he mentioned that it's very much open, but at the same time, right, before you actually embark on something, you may also want to reflect on your own experience. I mean, conserving wildlife and the environment is pretty much a kind of a, how can I say, it's a topic that has been there for a long time. You hear from different sources, but at the same time, what does that mean to you? And are you kind of passionate about, or do you have some sort of a cause that you care about, like personally, if there's any? Then if there's, if it exists, then it's also good, to start from there. For example, let's say if you like animals, right, or if you care about how some of the animal species face a lot of dangers of being extinct, you could actually start from there. And the assumption here is that if we could actually create an immersive experience using AR and VR, probably we could make people feel, more connected to nature or more connected to that cause. That's an assumption, right? And once they are more connected, especially emotionally, then probably it will be harder for them to, to harm the environment, or they would be more aware when some of their actions actually have consequences on the environment. So yeah, that's probably something you want to look at, like in your own life, or look around you, observe. Do you see something that you could actually, that you feel like, could be better in terms of protecting the environment? And is it something that is possible to be augmented using AR and VR technologies? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your sharing. And for the participants that are joining the MetavisLab challenge, so do you guys still have any questions or concerns?
I have one question. I just want to confirm one thing about the challenge.
Okay.
So the participant need to create an application which can apply in metaverse. How can I say ecology, and it will follow some topic, some recommend topic from the challenge, and we can use whatever kind of platform we can, right? I just want to make sure about that.
Yes, that's correct.
I see.
Yeah, any kind of platform. And, you know, like you could either create better awareness of the cause and the consequences related to our challenge, you know, to maybe protecting environment. Or you could actually not only create awareness, but also kind of have some mechanism to generate a behavior change or some action from the users.
Yeah, right. I see. So do we have any technical support, like someone who already know well about how to use a kind of platform, and we can contact with him or receive or require some document or material to read in the challenge?
Yes, I think that part. I think Kambria maybe helping to answer any. So I'm happy to work closely with Kambria, you know, because they are the one who organized the show. So we provide you the challenge and we help to sponsor the program, but you know we do as much as possible. We do have some partners more toward the blockchain kind of industry. So we have kinds of different types of technical engineers related to blockchain and cryptocurrency. But for the metaverse and Unity AR/VR developments, I'm sure you know we do our best to figure out some senior advisor to join. I think maybe let's work together, and I think Kambria may have some solution for that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your answer.
Thanks so much for the question.
Okay, thanks.
And I hope, and I hope that those questions can be expressed in I think in the later part of the conversation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Kelsie Nguyen and Mr. Ronald for sharing. And I really hope that also Kambria, we really hope that our teams will work well. And now, so now please join me to welcome our judges and commenters from Kambria Challenge, Mr. 𝐈𝐍𝐷𝐿, Director of Engineering at Kambria.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Yep, let me share my screen and then let's get started with the second part of the program. Okay, I hope that you can see my slide.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, so just to give me 1 minute just for me to confirm that you are looking at the slide, because I have like several screens in front of me and I'm not quite sure which screen is currently being shared.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, so you can see my slide.
Yes.
Okay, good. So first of all, thank you everyone for spending the night to join this program. And it is my pleasure today to be here to introduce about Kambria and our new program, the NFT IP program. My name is 𝐈𝐍𝐷𝐿, and right now I'm an engineering director of Kambria and MetavisLab Vietnam. Actually, it's quite a coincidence as in my previous life, I am also a technical director of the 𝐈𝐍𝐅 company. I'm really excited to see that 𝐈𝐍𝐅 right now going to the mainstream, and there's a lot of meaningful problems that need innovator to come in and resolve. So before I go into the detail of the NFT IP marketplace challenge that is organized by Kambria, I would like to spend a few minutes to give everyone, especially the participant who will register for this challenge, some quick overview about the Kambria ecosystem and how this NFT IP program fit into our ecosystem. 4 years ago, we launched Kambria as an open innovation ecosystem, and our hope is it will enable developer and company to reduce wastes in innovation process and collaborate better with each other. This ecosystem actually consists of 6 major pillars that we have identified and discovered in the past 4 years growing the community. At the first pillar is the starter program, which is this program that we are in right now. So this is a program where we co-organize with company and corporation to raise the real-life problem and call for solution from innovator and developer team. Throughout this program, team will be formed to deliver proof of concept or the full solution to the problem. They will get some help from the expert network and working with, they will understand more about the problem from the company. Through this program, we will help to identify the winner and winning solution, and then help them to grow into the next program, the project portfolio. So the second pillar, the project portfolio, in this project portfolio, we showcase and market the project solutions that can be developed further into the commercial product. Besides the winning solution from our starter program, we also open to external team by inviting them to join and showcase their portfolio in this project portfolio portal, so that the team, the solution can be more visible to investor and accelerator. Come to the next program that we are launching now. We have been so-called soft launch and tested with some third-party platform from last year, but now we want to officially build up it through this starter program. So the NFT IP marketplace will help those innovators to package technology and resource into an IP NFT package. Then they can use the marketplace to license and commercialize their patent, their IP. Besides those 3 so-called major pillars, we also have open innovation hub for innovator, investor, domain expert, and company to connect and collaborate with each other to help each other to grow the product to the next level. For innovator and developer community, we also have the education and knowledge base system to help them improve their skill and knowledge in deep tech. And finally, the whole ecosystem is powered by the Kambria tokenomics to strongly incentivize collaboration and sharing among the party to this system. Okay, so let's go to the NFT IP program. So we first first I will explain about the program, and then after that I will go down into the system that it enables that type of program. The mission of the NFT IP program is to to enable innovator and developer to license, monetize, and protect the IP. This program aim is to inspire innovator to strive for excellence of their work and earn the value out of this. So people, the team of developers do not just develop something that should be thrown away, but they should try for an excellent work so that it can be packaged and reused by others. And throughout this system, they can be ensured that the technology, their work will be protected, and they can have the money value out of this. The resource, the patent will be tokenized as an NFT and allow commercialization in the marketplace. The base idea for this program is that patent can be treated as the business asset, which can be licensed, traced, and commercialized. So in this program, there is several partners that we identify as the key user to this program, also the key user to the system. First, we will have innovator partner or problem solver or development team. This innovator can be developer group who have concrete solution or proof of concept of the MVP of the product technology and want to look for opportunity to commercialize the solution, or maybe just to test the market. The innovator can also be a data contributor who have the data sets for AI ML training and would like to license it to AI and ML company. The second partner is the solution seeker. They are tech SME or corporation who want to save time and money in R&D, or now the one who need the data to perfect their AI ML solutions. Besides these two major partners, we also have a referral partner who are tech coin or tech community who can refer the solution to the solution seeker, and from there they can earn the referral bonus. This referral partner is very, very important in this ecosystem because they can help to identify the needs and help to link the person, the team, the person who seeks for solution and what is available in the marketplace. Just a quick brief about the collaboration process between us, Kambria, with an innovator partner. So when they want to tokenize the solutions and data set, we will first sign an NDA with the team, review their resource, and advise about what type of license price and the license quality that they could get started with. And then when everything is approved, we will proceed to create the NFT and market and selling it in selling the license as NFT in the marketplace. Okay, so at the heart of this program is the NFT IP marketplace system that we want to call for development in this starter program. In the marketplace, the system will package the solutions, including intro deck, demo video, source code, system design, technical document, or an AI ML dataset as an NFT. The system should allow to create multiple NFT for one IP. So over here, the number of NFT will corresponding to the number of license that is granted. And the system will have the affiliate feature to allow user to refer buyer, and then from there they will earn the bonus. The system will allow the transaction in at least at the first start in two chains, Ethereum and Binance chain. The main purpose is to enable the utility of our card ERC20 and card BST, which is the two tokens of the Kambria ecosystem. The system will distribute the revenue sharing between innovator, Kambria, challenge sponsor and referral partner. Last, but also one of the important factor of the NFT IP is that different from the typical art NFT. The buyer of this NFT IP is not allowed to sell, to resell, or to give the NFT as they bought. However, they can sell the NFT of their inherited work. Means that if someone buy several NFT, IP NFT, and then they develop something out of that it have bring additional value, they can be the solution can be packaged as well as to sell in the NFT marketplace. But we do not allow someone to like just purchase and then after that sell the NFT. So the full specifications of this system have been provided in the challenge page in Kambria. I hope that you have reviewed it. But over here, in the last few slides, I would like to just re-emphasize on the major feature of the system and the deliverable checklist. Those will be used by the mentor and the serve later to identify the winning solution of this program or of this challenge. First of all, the solution should allow the admin to mine the IP NFT on both on both Ethereum and or Binance chains. So over here we basically admin over here is the Kambria. So when we sign an agreement with the company, then we've been going to this system to create the NFT. So if we have some info about the NFT, it already been detailed in the challenge page. It will have the field to enter the editable price anchored by USD, and it allow the mining of NFT with the gauntlet mechanism. It's then option to mine the NFT on Ethereum or Binance, and also an option to best mine the total number of NFT. In this system, the admin will be able to edit the NFT info and also to cancel the listing if anything bad happens. The next feature of this NFT IP marketplace system is the portal or the page itself, which allow the solution seeker to view and later purchase the IP NFT. So it will have the NFT IP information, licensing info, information about the licenses, as well as the purchase functions. So for the purchase functions, it allows the transaction on with card ERC20 or card BSC. So basically, they can choose to buy this IP NFT either on Ethereum or Binance chains using the card or card token via MetaMask. And then the solution seeker can apply the discount code. So basically, discount code is like a special code that the admin could generate for the system to allow them to give out the discount in different marketing campaign. Because the price of the NFT were anchored by USD, then as well as have the effect of this discount code, then the system should calculate the number of cards and kinds that the user have to pay. Then the system record the transaction info, and then because there would be when the admin might the NFT, there will be a repeated number, so the system should notify out of stock of certain NFT IP and then remind additional mining, send the reminder to the admin, and then from there the admin have to work back with the innovator who marketed NFT IP to come out or to mine the next NFT. And then some other feature of this system is allow the licenses to register to for the license of the to license their derivative work. I mentioned the system do not allow someone to resell it, but then if someone develop like additional value on top of certain NFT IP, they can repackage it and market it in the NFT IP marketplace. Over here, the system allow them to submit the to allow the previous buyer to submit the registration form, and then notification email will be sent to admin, and then from there we will work with them to see how we could enable this type of agreement. The next feature is the system allow the admin to send an IP NFT to someone at the gift, follow the Kambria program regulations. So we will have the specific and strict regulation on about this. Then inside the system, admin system, there will be the NFT transfer. We can allow the transfer with the provided info, and when the NFT transfer, there will be a notification email sent to all of the partner. Finally, it's also quite important for this system. It will be incorporated and integrated within the Kambria ecosystem. So there would be some compatibility requirement. Over here, basically, we just have some basic requirement about programming language and framework that developer can use. So they should use React as the front end, Node.js as the API and backend, and MongoDB for the database. And also, when they submit the solution, they should have enough documentations about how they design and develop this overall NFT IP marketplace system. Okay, I think that's all for me about the requirement for the NFT IP marketplace.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hai, for introducing the challenge from Kambria. Okay, and now please join me to welcome Mr. Phan, a CEO and founder of Sentre Protocol, and he will share with us the methodologies and approaches for Kambria Challenge to support teams in finding the best solutions. So, hello, Mr. Tho.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me clearly?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thanks for having me today. My pleasure to represent some my knowledge about blockchain in general and NFT in particular for you guys. So can you guys see my screen right now? So I will keep it very short. It's just 5 slides. So I believe that participants join this hackathon or this program have some basic knowledge about blockchain. So I want to divide the participants into 2 categories. One want to build an application from scratch, and other want to build the application on top of other application, like you kind of inherit resources from the existing application. So for people who want to build your application from scratch, so here's some keyword for you to start to develop your program. So first of all, I want to mention about program language. So it's Solidity. Solidity is a language you can use to develop your smart contract. It's just a language. If you want to accelerate and push the speed of your development, you can use some framework named Truffle, hash, or Remix. You can choose by your favor. Then after you build the smart contract, you deploy it onto blockchain, you have to create connection between your UI, your DApp, to the blockchain. So you need to use some middleware and an a kind of a node, a server that provide a service to your application create connection to the blockchain. So I offer to Ether.js, which is an amazing library. You can use it to build your middleware, your library to connect. And you need to a free connection to the blockchain. So Infra, it depends to you, is well adopted in the market right now. And specifically to NFT, you have to have a service to store your access, like image, like audio, or even a GitHub repository. So IBFS seems to be a suitable solution at this time for you. So by this stack of technology, I believe that you can build a fully functioning application for this program. So for people who want to inherit resources from the existing program, the existing service, so I will give you some top top builder in the NFT market right now for Ethereum only. So OpenSea is the most adopted protocol for NFT in maybe in the world right now. So you can use the documentation. I put the link right here, so you can read the Edtech. It's very easy to integrate your application to the Edtech. Rarible, I hope I pronounce the right name. So it's offer the multi-chain SDK. That means you can develop your NFT not only on Ethereum. You can migrate your NFT to other blockchain like Binance Smart Chain, like Solana, for example. So you no longer just narrow down your application on Ethereum only. You can expand it to other blockchain by SDK of Rarible. So the last one is Mintable. Mintable is have a very silent function that named gasless minting. So just think that if you want to publish your NFT, you have to send a transaction to blockchain first, and you will have paid the gas fee. For now on Ethereum is around $20 up to $40. It's a big number for not deep pocket people, right? So Mintable offer that a gasless minting that you can publish your NFT without paying any fee. The people who buy your NFT will pay the fee, and now it's reduce the friction of your application. So the next one, I want to mention two common standard for NFT right now. ERC 721 is a kind of a purely standard for NFT. What is different from ERC 721 and ERC 1551? This is you can imagine that ERC 1551 is a misstandard between ERC 20 and ERC 721. You can switch the standards by kind of a config. So you can use any standard if you like. So for example, it depends on you. If you want to, your application only serve some NFT only, you can use ERC 721. If you want to mix your NFT with a token, with other token, you can use ERC 1551. So that's all about methodology and approaches. So do you have any questions for me? I'm happy to answer.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Phan, for sharing. And now, so for our teams that are joining the Kambria Challenge, so do you guys have any questions or concerns? Also, you guys can raise your hands or post your questions in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Phan. I have one question. This is about your document you released. So, I mean, our team can we receive your document in how can I say?
You mean share the link to your team?
Yes.
Okay, of course. I will give the link to organization, and then you can ask the organizer here to tag the link. Of course.
Yes, thank you for answering my question.
Another thing is this session is recorded and then will be shared later. If anyone who want to watch it again, yes, I think you can get it from the fan page from Kambria.
Thank you, Mr. Lam.
Thank you so much. Okay, so do you guys have any questions or concerns?
I guess it's about dinner time for everyone.
All right.
Yeah, but we have discussed as the channel. If you have any questions that you might think of after you watching this program, or anyone who later join the program and have the questions, feel free to reach out to us through Discord channel, and then we will answer any follow-up questions that you might have about the requirement of this challenge, as well as some of the technique that over here could give you, so that you could fast track your development and come up with a best POC or MVP solution to win over this challenge.
All right, thank you so much. So we hope that our teams will work well with this challenge. And now, in our last session, we would like to inform the next milestones. First of all, it's about our registration. The registration will be closed, and all teams are required to submit the proposal on April the 28th. The next one, for the second mentoring session, proposal presentation, the participants will present the projects in the second mentoring session on May the 7th. Okay, so thank all of you for joining the first mentoring session today. Please join Discord channel for more updates and information. Have a good day or a good night. See you in the second mentoring session. Thank you so much and goodbye.
Yep. Bye guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for your
much.
information.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.